The purpose of this video is to show you how to build your friend network on Myspace. A Myspace friend, for those of you who don't know, is someone who receives your request to be a friend with them. It accepts that request, and once they've accepted that request, you can then freely communicate with them via the Myspace bulletin board system, messages, and comments. In addition, most people who accept your friend request will typically check the box whereby they will receive updates every time you update your profile. This is really cool because every time you make a small change to your profile, they automatically receive updates and therefore receive an incentive to come back to your profile. Ultimately, the more friends you have in your friend network, the more profile views you will receive, and ultimately, of course, the more subscribers you will get and the more money you will make. So it's in your best interest to accumulate as many friends as possible. As your profile will be targeting a very specific niche market, you want to be friends with as many people as possible in that niche on Myspace. And there are a couple ways you can find these people on Myspace and become friends with them. The first way is to just manually submit out friend requests to people you find who are interested in your niche topic, which you can do, of course, by browsing through the group. So I will quickly show you how to do this the manual way. So let me log in here. So to find these people, I would just go to the groups, of course. And look at, these are some of the groups I already belong to. And basically send out friend requests to people who belong to this group. Obviously, I know what they're interested in, so I want them to be friends with me. So I'll just check out the first one here. And you just click on the Add to Friends button. And you have the option of showing your name or not. Add this user to friend updates. I would not check that, and then add to friends. And that's simple. I've now sent out a friend request to that person. A lot of times on the friend request, you will actually have what's called a CAPTCHA code down here, which is one of the most annoying things probably ever. It's a 5 to 9 letter and number combination that you have to enter before you can send the friend request. This is to prevent automatic programs from sending out submitting friend requests. So this is the manual way of doing things. Unfortunately, this particular way is very, 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 very time consuming, and you won't get very far if you spend hours each day just sending out individual friend requests. If you want to make more than a few dollars a week, sending out manual friend requests, not a very effective means of building your friend network, is simply not very effective. What you need to get instead is a friend adder and Myspace profile manager program. And what I suggest getting is something called Friend Blaster Pro, which I have up here, and I'm going to show you how to use. This tool is basically crucial to your Myspace success. This particular program retails for $59.95, and I can assure you that it is well worth the investment. And if you use it right, you should be able to make your money back in no time flat. I mean, it will, no kidding, increase your productivity by a factor of 20. So it's absolutely well worth the money. You can get a copy of the software at friendblasterpro.info. You'll see a link for that below this video. And again, they have a free trial for it, so you can test it. I believe it's for an unlimited amount of time, but you're limited to the number of friend requests that you can use. Like I said, it's really worth getting the paid version on this. So I wanted to take a few minutes and show you how cool this software is and show you some of the different features on it, and also just give you a general idea of how it works. So the first thing you'll do is on the page that you can't see that's before this, there's a page where you will enter all your different Myspace accounts and IDs, and these will be permanently stored. Then once you've done that, you can log into each account, and you will get a screen that looks something like this. Now the first thing you'll want to do before you start doing anything is go up here to filter options, and this is basically a filter in regards to collecting Myspace IDs as well as sending out messages. So your filter, the first one you see here, is for do you want people, bands, comedy, or film. You will select the people because you obviously don't want to be friends with bands, comedy, or film related Myspace pages. The next filter is male or female. I've selected female because I happen to know that most of my target demographic happen to be women, so to save time, I'm just going to target women. The age filter, if you want to target people above the age of 18 or a very specific age group, you can do that as well. and you also can even choose the location you would like to select. And the next filter is, do you want to filter when gathering or filter when sending? I suggest that you filter when sending option, because if you select the filter when gathering, it will make the gathering process take an extraordinary amount of time, whereas if you just select filter when sending, it's just a little bit more time effective, I guess. But you can play around with it and see which one you like the best. But ultimately, in the very least, always select this first filter of people. And then if you saved your demographic data, then you'll know which of these you want to select. And so after you've done that, then just click on OK. The next thing you'll want to do is gather Myspace IDs of people who you want to become friends with and ultimately send messages to. Blaster Pro, gives you a couple of options of doing this. You can gather IDs from a page you've selected, from a particular block of pages that you've selected, or you can alternatively do it from a Google search for the keyword that you want to target. So I'd like to show you how to use these different options here. The one I have selected already is gathering IDs from all pages. Now what you do to use this, you'll bring up a page of IDs that you would like to select, and the best choice for this is to go to a group, which I'm doing now, open up the member section of that group, and then extract all the friend IDs from that friend block. So I'm going to select a group in the astrology niche again. And then I will find the group I'm looking for, the void. Okay, then you will scroll all the way down the page until you see the members section. And then you will click on view all members. Once you have a page like this open and you click the start button, the Friend Blaster Pro software will then start extracting all the Myspace IDs of people who belong to this group. Obviously, anyone who belongs to an astrology group is someone I want to be friends with, as my profile pertains to astrology. So I'll quickly give you a quick demonstration of how that works. Okay, and it's already done. It usually only gathers up to about 1,000 profiles. It can gather a couple more than that, so we'll go ahead and stop it. Now, after you've gathered a list of about 1,000 profiles, the first thing you will do is click this button, which is Remove My Friends, and that will then proceed to open up your friends page and then remove any IDs here of people who you are already friends with. That way you won't end up sending them another friend request. Now, if you only wanted to gather IDs from a single page rather than a block of profiles, you would instead select the Gather IDs from current page only. Now, the really cool thing you can also do is gather IDs from a Google search. What this does is it does a Google search for all profiles that have a particular keyword, and then it starts extracting those IDs for you. So I will show you how that works. We'll click on Start, and then automatically this new window will open and it will ask me to enter the keyword I want to look for, which is astrology, of course, and click Search. Then once it's done extracting all the profiles, you will get a box that says Finish Extracting Google Results. And these are not all the profiles, by the way, of people who have that keyword in their profile. This will only extract approximately 1,000 profiles at a time. I suggest extracting Myspace IDs from both groups related to your niche, as well as using the Google search. Just basically kind of mix it up somewhat. So once you've got a nice list of IDs gathered that you've also filtered for your friends, the next thing you're going to want to do is click on the Friend Requester button. This will automatically send out friend requests to all those IDs that you gathered.